The following is a PIAA District 10 sanctioned event.
And good evening and welcome to Titusville Rocket Basketball. Tonight, the Rockets welcome Wilmington Greyhounds. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket Basketball all season long made possible by these great sponsors. Bayless Fuel Service, by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Donovan & Bauer Auto Group, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Big G Tire and Auto, by the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Armstrong, by the American Legion, by Community Chevrolet, by Warm Home and Hearth, and by Titusville Area Hospital. At the Launchpad tonight, the Wilmington Greyhounds taking on the Titusville Rockets. We welcome Coach Tim McCord. Coach, what an exciting night to be here at the Launchpad.
It's great to be here tonight, Luke. Probably a first in Titusville High School history, being the host of a District 10 playoff game. That's something that's quite unusual and something new this year.
And we'll take it. We will take it. You were talking about your time as coaching, and when you're playing another team, you ended up sometimes closer to where they played than where we played. So it's kind of nice for the fans here tonight, and many of them showed up to watch the Rockets in action tonight.
Well, we always played at neutral sites back then, so, I mean, we would go to Edinburgh to play General McLean, and that was quite a trip for them. But we're happy to have this game at home here tonight for the Rockets.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, let's set up the kind of season the Titusville Rockets have had, giving them this berth here in the playoff.
Well, the Rockets had a great year this year, 18-4 overall, tied for first, serving as co-champs in Region 4 along with Northwestern. Unfortunately, it didn't get the seeding that we quite wanted to get. But you still have to play everybody, and it's been a great year for the Rockets.
Wilmington coming in off of a recent loss, and we're going to have a clip from that game coming up in the pregame show. What are you looking forward to seeing out of the Titusville Rockets tonight?
Well, the Rockets are, even though Wilmington comes into this game with an 11-11 record, they're going to have their hands full tonight. The Rockets are going to have to make sure that they play good defense. They'll have to get back on defense because Wilmington likes to get up and down the floor. We'll have to defend well on the perimeter. Wilmington is pretty much a three-point shooting team. They don't go inside too often, so we'll have to make sure that we defend on the perimeter. I'm looking for Titusville to maybe switch a lot of the screens, whether they be handoffs or just regular screens. Except for Tyler Gates, I would assume he'll stay inside no matter what. You want to keep your big guy around the hoop. Offensively, I'd like to see Titusville kick the ball inside as much as possible. We have a distinct height advantage with Tyler Gates in there. And then look forward to some supplemental scoring from our leading scorer, Kai Skinner, and in addition from Brady Corkland and Nate Ciccarelli in particular.
All righty, a team effort for sure tonight. We'll continue our conversation about this Rocket Greyhound matchup from the Launchpad this evening. It's Titusville Rocket Basketball playoff action on Stream Television. We'll be right back.
District 10 Playoff Basketball on Stream Television is brought to you by Cochran Real Estate, Larry's Auto Service, Missy's Arcade Restaurant, Barker's Polyfab, Ed Burns Tire Service, and Thermofab.
It's February, Groundhog's Day, Valentine's Day, and President's Day. To celebrate, we have the Great President's Day Sale.
On this Bighorn truck, stock number RO39, take $10,000 off the sticker.
Take this Chrysler Town & Country and get up to $4,500 in rebates.
I am here today to accept the nomination of my party, not the donkeys or the elephants, but of the Ram Party for President of these United States. We will have Ronnie Care. Call me the Ronald.
Since Congress chartered the American Legion in 1919, the Cleo J. Ross Post 368 has been a major part of the Titusville community. The Legion promotes patriotism, honor, and committed devotion to our fellow service members and veterans. We also sponsor various programs such as youth wrestling. We offer scholarship awards and benefit dinners to aid our local community. The American Legion Cleo J. Ross Post 368 is here to make a difference at 113 East Central Avenue, Titusville. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified, licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With our new location in Titusville at 202 Union Street and our new offices at 118 Main Street, Titti-Ute, Anderson makes it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. Now in 7 locations and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Right now, this moment, the way you watch TV can change. And not in the "I liked it more before" kind of way, but in the "how did I ever live without this" kind of way. EXP blends Armstrong services, creating a new experience, recording 6 shows at once, stream programs to watch anywhere. Search to find your favorite actor, show, or movie, record shows from anywhere, and it can start today. This is EXP, and this changes everything.
And welcome back to the Launchpad. Playoff action, the Rockets and the Greyhounds tonight. And Coach, you mentioned that loss just the other day up at Northwestern. A loss by 3 in a very close game. Also a loss for the Greyhounds in a tough match that actually got some national attention.
Well, the previous game to this one for Wilmington was against Reynolds, and it went right down to the wire. I think you're going to show a little clip from that game, and I think that that'll be self-explanatory once we see that. Here you see Wilmington with the ball, and they are going to eventually come up with a nice layup with very little time on the clock, approximately 2 seconds on the clock. Reynolds inbounded the ball to Jacob Reimold. Jacob, who is also a golfer, that's how I know him, makes a shot from full court to end up being ESPN's #1 play of the night.
That's incredible.
Tough way to lose a ball game, that's for sure. It's a really difficult game. There was a little controversy on whether or not the shot was good, but the referees took control right away, signaled that it was a good bucket, and tough way to lose a game if you're Wilmington.
As a coach, though, how do you let your kids know that in a split second the outcome of a game can change?
Well, there's nothing you can do about something like that. It just happens. You're heartbroken when it happens, but you don't want your kids to get down. In the scheme of things, it really didn't make any difference other than the fact that, hats off to the young man who made the shot. And the important thing is that now the playoffs are here, and this is where all the chips are right now, and this is more important than that game was.
And this is, forget what happened during the season, this is a fresh start, this is a new season right here. How do you get your kids prepared for something like that?
Well, they're going to be excited. They're probably going to be a little bit nervous. But what you want to tell them is, just play like you did throughout the season. And you can say that all you want, but it's going to take a few seconds, a few possessions to get things under control. Sometimes you'll see some shots go long, but that's okay. Just keep doing the little things. You can always play good defense even when you're nervous. It's your shot that just takes a little while to come back. But just get after it defensively. Do the best you can as far as hustle. When you're nervous, you certainly can hustle to the extreme point. But just keep getting after it, and then eventually the nervousness goes away. It's just like public speaking. You get up there, and once you start talking, the nervousness goes away, and you play your game.
Coach, we're going to be losing some seniors at the end of the season. For those coming up, what kind of experience, or what do they take away from an experience like this?
Well, there's no substitute for experience. This is something new for all of these guys. Matter of fact, for every single one of this is something new. The last time the Rockets were in the playoffs was, I believe, 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember exactly when it was. I remember being at the game down at Farrell High School when the Rockets played Lakeview.
Lakeview, yeah. And
it was a close game throughout the game. Lakeview pulled away near the end of the fourth quarter. But the experience is irreplaceable. It's just something that you have to go through. And for these younger guys, this is an opportunity to take this with them, what happens tonight, and build upon that for years to come.
All righty, we are at the Launchpad, a great experience, and the crowds are taking advantage of it, coming to support the Titusville Rockets as they take on the Wilmington Greyhounds tonight. A quick timeout, and we will come back. We've got starting lineups, the national anthem, tip-off just moments away. From the Launchpad, it's Rocket Basketball on Stream Television. We'll be right back.
February is known for Valentine's Day, but did you know it's Chevrolet Truck Month? Guys and gals, when you're out shopping for a ring for that special someone, make it a key ring. Yes, a key ring. A key ring for that new Chevrolet Silverado made of high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Community Chevrolet's lineup of trucks loaded with bedfuls of incentives is at an all-time high. Stop in for details and check out the selection. Find new roads at Community Chevrolet on the Carney Lake Road in Meadville, just west of I-79.
Bayless Fuel sells only ultra-low sulfur home heating oil. No matter what energy you use to heat your home, heating oil offers some distinct advantages. It is environmentally sound, biodegradable, non-toxic, and non-carcinogenic. We also offer bioheat to be even more environmentally conscious. With dependable delivery from Bayless Fuel, you will have the fuel you need to stay warm and comfortable when winter rears its ugly head. Bayless Fuel is proud to carry products that deliver the quality and performance you expect. Call 827-3336 or visit us at 202 South Brown Street in Titusville.
Big G Tire and Auto on the Hightown Road in Titusville is your home to the largest selection of tires for small compact cars to large semis. Need an oil change, inspection, or repair? Big G can service your vehicle while it's in the shop. Protect your vehicle with our fluid film undercoating to keep the rust at bay. Big G will keep you on the road.
Tires for any size vehicle and auto repair. Come see us at Big G Tire and Auto on Hidetown Road in Titusville.
It takes a lot for a community to be successful. Hard work, sacrifice, and the ability to take risks and go beyond your reach. This is nothing new for the residents here in small town USA, and it's certainly not new to the hundreds of student athletes who give their all on every level of play. From beginners to varsity to college and beyond, know that the Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville is right behind you, supporting you all the way. Best of luck on the field and in life. The Colonial Machine Company.
And welcome back to the Launchpad, getting ready for tonight's game, which originally was slated to take place last night, but because of all the school cancellations, that game postponed and set for tonight. Does that throw you off, Coach, when you're trying to mentally get ready for a game like this?
It might a little bit, but the kids are pretty resilient. The people this age, they'll be fine.
Well, listen, for me, when the wife misplaces my laundry and I spend hours looking for it, I'm thrown off the rest of the day.
Luke, a man of your advanced talents shouldn't have your wife doing your laundry. You should be doing it yourself.
Well, somebody's going to write a book about that, but
it'll be a short story in my case.
That's right. Both teams warming up. Anything catch your eye as you get to see both squads just running through the motions?
Well, I mean, I did a little bit of research to find out some things about Wilmington. Not so much during the warm-ups, but I hope the Rockets are able to get up and down the floor with Wilmington. It seems that is number one with their offenses. They want to really push the ball up and down the floor. And then again, as I mentioned earlier, let's work on defensively, staying with them as they shoot that three-pointer there. I'm watching Spencer DeMetal out there just fire up three-pointer after three-pointer. He's one of their leading scorers, averaging 17 a game, along with Jimmy Powers, who also averages the same amount. And so we're going to have to keep an eye on those two in particular.
Of course, both squads heading over to the benches, getting ready for national anthem, starting lineups. You found a blogger today who's siding with Wilmington.
Found someone down in Lawrence County who writes a blog. Ryan Briggs, and this is his upset special. He's picked Wilmington over our Rockets, and let's, a lot of times you say, well, if it came from Lawrence County, it must be right, but in this case, we're hoping to prove them wrong.
Get a nice-sized crowd here at the Launchpad tonight.
They were here bright and early, weren't they, Luke?
They were. I tell you what, it was funny. We were here setting up. It was very quiet. You could start to hear some sounds out in the hall, and just like that, you had a huge line from the door all the way back. It was great to see.
It's been a while since I've seen a crowd this big here. It's still not full, plenty of room left, but It's been over 20 years since I've seen a crowd this large here in Titusville. That's a credit for all the Rocket fans here today. The student section is nearly full.
The officials on hand, ready to go. And, of course, as we've been talking about most of the season, very experienced. Now we get ready for the playing of the national anthem.
The Wilmington Hounds and the Titusville Rockets. If you could please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
And now the starting lineup for the Greyhounds. Number 5, 5'9" guard, sophomore, Bryson Verdelli. Number 10, 6'1" forward senior, Jake Harvey. Number 30, 6'4" forward senior, Jared Berlin. Number 3, 6' guard senior, Jimmy Powers. Number 2, 6' guard junior, Spencer DeMetal. The Hounds are coached by Michael Jekovich and assisted by Michael Ziegler, Rob Shimrack, and Curtis Nugent. And now the starting lineup for the Rockets. Number 24, 6'2" guard junior, Kai Skinner. Number 20, 5'10" guard junior, Brady Corkland. Number 14, 6'2" guard senior, Zach Richards. Number 4, 5'11" guard senior, Nate Ciccarelli. And number 50, 6'5" forward senior, Tyler Gates. The Rockets are coached by Craig Mellenbacher and Rick Skinner.
There you have it, the starting lineups for both squads tonight. Our squad includes Mark Heim, Carol Johnson, Chris Feely doing play-by-play tonight. Coach Tim McCord, I'm Luke Rio. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Launchpad for Titusville Rocket Basketball. An exciting game, and forget what the records were this season. It's 0-0 for both squads tonight as we begin the playoffs.
It's a fresh start for everybody tonight, Luke, and we've got a little bit of a change here tonight from the Rockets' normal starting lineup. We have Zach Richards starting tonight, senior Zach Richards, number 14 in the lineup in place of Danny Schneider. And so just a slightly different look for the Rockets. As we get ready for the opening tip, it'll be Tyler Gates for the Rockets against number 30, Jared Berlin of the Greyhounds. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Good refereeing crew led by veteran L.J. Frasina. And the opening tip right to Spencer DeMetal, and he's in for the layup to start the game right off the bat for Wilmington. Wilmington opens up in man-to-man. Ciccarelli drives it down the lane. And that's what we talked about earlier, a little bit of nerves at the beginning of the game. Shot that one long. DeMetal all the way into the basket, loses the ball. Offensive foul called on number 10, Jake Harvey. That's the first of the game, first team foul for Wilmington. Wilmington up in man-to-man, full court pressure. Rockets inbound to Brady Corkland. He clears everybody out, and he'll bring it up himself. Rockets call their offense. Skinner with the basketball to Richards. Rockets running a motion offense. 4 out, 1 in. Skinner with the basketball. Skinner the leading scorer for the Rockets, averaging 19 a game. Skinner with the jumper. No good. Nice rebound by Brady Corkland. Blocked that time by Berlin. Out of bounds, Rocket basketball. Ciccarelli inbounds the ball. Screen to Skinner. Skinner lays it in. Nice out of bounds play by the Rockets. Rockets back in man-to-man, half-court man-to-man defense. DeMetal with the basketball. Into the corner. And they run Powers off of a screen, leaving DeMetal with a one-on-one against Kai Skinner, and he takes him into the lane with the basket. Long pass to Corkland. Corkland takes it all the way in, blocked again by Berlin. It'll be Rocket basketball underneath. Rockets set up in a box. Gates will inbounds the ball. Right back into Gates. He powers it up and good. 4-4, 6:30 remaining in the first quarter. Wilmington with the basketball. DeMetal. DeMetal again runs it into the corner, runs a little screen roll action with Harvey. DeMetal takes it all the way to the hoop, and if the first couple minutes are any indication, we are going to have our hands full with Spencer DeMetal. Corkland with a long shot. Gates with the rebound block. Gates again, no good. Corkland back up and good. The Rockets are showing their height advantage inside, making it tough on the Greyhounds. Wilmington seems to be, they run things, they're putting the two-man game on one side of the court with the other three on the weak side, trying to run a two-man game, and sometimes with DeMetal open. We've got Powers with the basketball. Powers over to DeMetal. Out to Varelli. Varelli over to Powers. Long three-pointer, and it's good. The lefty with nylon. Rockets quickly down the floor to Skinner. We've got a hand check on, I believe, Varelli. Yes, it'll be number 5, Varelli, the sophomore, with a foul. Rockets ball underneath. Ciccarelli will inbound the ball. 1-4 set for the Rockets. Skinner off a double screen, a three-pointer. Over the top of Varelli. Yes, nothing but net. 9-9. 5:24 remaining in the first quarter. Varelli with the basketball. Ball reversed. Over to Berlin. Berlin to Powers. Powers to DeMetal. He drives baseline, left hand, and blocked by Gates. Ball back out to Powers. Another long three-pointer, and yes, it's good. Ciccarelli with the basketball. Wilmington forcing him to the sideline. Ciccarelli with a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for, out to Skinner. Skinner, nobody underneath, he makes it anyways. No need to worry about rebounding. 12-11, Greyhounds in the lead. Ciccarelli guarding Powers. To DeMetal. DeMetal guard by Skinner. Down to Harvey. Harvey takes it inside. Rejected by Gates. Back out to Berlin. Berlin with a three-pointer. No good. And rebound to Skinner. Skinner outlets to Corkland. Corkland, oh, nice fake by Corkland. And up and in with the layup. He put a nice head and shoulders fake on the Wilmington player and then went right by him. Powers with the basketball. Screen set that time by Harvey. DeMetal, we're going to have to help out on him. Got the dribble stopped. Over to Berlin. To Powers. Reset for Wilmington. Screen set that time by Harvey. Powers fakes a shot. Pass to DeMetal. Guarded by Skinner. Goes up for the jumper. No good. Skinner with the rebound. A lot of pressure on Skinner right there. Skinner with a pull-up three-pointer, blocked by Berlin. Recovered by Varelli. Varelli out to DeMetal. DeMetal with the pass inside to Harvey. Back out to DeMetal. No good. Off the right side of the iron. Corkland hustles with the rebound. We've got Skinner wide open underneath, and he's fouled. Foul is on Jimmy Powers. That will be Powers' first foul, I believe. Team number 3 for Wilmington. Into the game for Wilmington is number 15, Robert Pontius, and number 4, Colton Merritt. 3:08 left in the quarter. We've got a timeout, Wilmington.
Well, first thoughts?
Well, I'm impressed with Wilmington's thus far. I like the way they run their offense, and the Rockets are going to have their hands full if we don't do a good job defensively. You can tell right away that Spencer DeMetal, the junior, is a player. He is a player, and you can certainly tell that Jimmy Powers, the senior, both of whom are averaging 17 a game, he's got some range. He's not shy about taking that shot way out beyond the three-point line. The Rockets have done it all right so far, though. They've come right back down the floor. I'd like to see Nate Ciccarelli maybe take a little bit better shot. His shot selection, and you can tell he's just a little bit nervous, but I think once he calms down, he's a very, very important part of the Rockets' game plan. As I stated, we've got substitutions, both Pontius and Merritt in for Varelli, and who else are we missing here? Harvey. Varelli and Harvey are out. For the Rockets, Danny Schneider in for Zach Richards. Kai Skinner, Jr. on the line for the Rockets, shooting 2. First one up and good. And the second one is the same. Rockets drop back in half court, man-to-man. Wilmington, Power running the show. Power into the high post. They run a little slip screen by DeMetal. Kicks it out to Berlin. Berlin back to DeMetal. He tries to take that drive down the baseline. It's blocked by Gates, recovered by Skinner. Skinner to Schneider, who gives it right back to Skinner. Schneider just off the bench, and that shot was rejected. He's going to have to get it off a little quicker than that, and I'd like to see him playing a little bit more. Get up a good sweat before you take that first shot. You don't want him coming in right off the bench and firing up a three-pointer. Out of bounds, Rockets. They set up in their line. Skinner with a three-pointer. It is, in and out. Rebound to Schneider. He gets it to Skinner. Skinner to Corkland, to Ciccarelli. That one's a little bit better, and that's good by Ciccarelli. Attaboy, Nate. 18-12, the Rockets open up a 6-point lead. 2:22 left in the first quarter. Powers over the top of Ciccarelli. That was good defense that time by Ciccarelli, but Powers just too much. We push it down the floor. The Rockets get it ahead to Skinner, and he lays it in. Well, this might be a game that could be pretty high score if both these teams keep it up. Great backdoor cut by DeMetal. We've got a foul that time on the Rockets. The foul is on number 50, Tyler Gates. That's his first, Rockets team first. DeMetal will be on the line, shooting 2. DeMetal with the first one. No good. Off the iron. Substitutions into the game for the Rockets. Zach Richards and Cade Skinner are in for Gates. And I'm not sure who else we have out there. Also substitution, number 14, Matt Zimmer, in for Wilmington. Kai Skinner with the basketball. Over to Brady Corcoran. Corcoran dribbles on the perimeter. Drives baseline. Blocked that time by Pontius. Pontius with the basketball. Out to Merritt. No good. Rebound to Corcoran. Corcoran's doing a great job on the boards for a young man his size. Schneider with the three-pointer. It's short. And the ball will be off of the Rockets' Wilmington ball. Harvey back in the game for Wilmington. Wilmington's gone 8 deep. The Rockets have gone 7 deep so far into this ball game. With this pace right now, we're going to have to see some substitutions by both teams. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of tired puppies out here. DeMetal with the ball, guarded by Richards. He blows by Richards just like he was standing still, but we've got a foul. It's an offensive foul on DeMetal. That'll be DeMetal's second foul, I believe. No, that's his first. Check that. First for DeMetal. Nice defense that time by the Rockets. 14 fouls for Wilmington. Gates and Ciccarelli back in the game. Kai Skinner takes a break. Zach Richards takes a break. Full court pressure by Wilmington. Ciccarelli with the ball. Screen set by Schneider. Ciccarelli with a nice jumper just outside the foul line. Little force right there that time, but nonetheless it still went in. Cade Skinner now guarding DeMetal, and he's going to have his hands full. Nice help that time by Tyler Gates. Cade Skinner with the ball, and he throws it away. A little too much mustard on that one. Too hard for Gates to handle. It'll be Wilmington's basketball. Varelli back in the game. Reese Bender, number 21 in the game. So Wilmington has now gone 9 deep. 4 players on the bench have entered the game thus far for the Greyhounds. 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Rockets up 7. Powers over to DeMetal. DeMetal guarded by Gates. Nice pass inside to DeMetal for the basket. Corcoran with a long three-pointer. Yes! Shooting percentages are very high this quarter. 20 seconds remaining. Wilmington with the basketball. They call out their number 2 play. Powers into the high post to DeMetal. DeMetal off a nice little screen over to Powers. Powers into Harvey, off to DeMetal. DeMetal back to Harvey, stolen by Ciccarelli. 3 seconds left. Is Corcoran, does he realize it? And that'll end the first quarter with the Rockets 25, Wilmington 17.
Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are now one, providing health care focused on you. High quality, close to home, affordable care and compassion for our patients, surgical excellence and innovative procedures. Your health, your community, care you trust. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital.
Correct, I have a life mate. Is that consequential?
With whom are you communicating?
Jake from Planet State Farm.
Jake from Planet State Farm at 0300 hours. State your identity.
It is Jake from Planet State Farm, home of Discount Double Check.
Describe your apparel, Jake from Planet State Farm.
Khakis.
Khakis. Explain.
A dull earthly garment covering male extremities.
Sounds most appropriate.
Save mass quantities, even at 0300 hours. Get to a better state.
District 10 Playoff Basketball on Stream Television is brought to you by Cochran Real Estate, Larry's Auto Service, Missy's Arcade Restaurant, Barker's Polyfab, Ed Burns Tire Service, and Thermofab.
So back to the Launchpad. It'll be Rocket basketball. Luke, if this pace of this game keeps up, I think you better spring for an oxygen tank because it has been incredible to this point.
It's on its way.
Zach Richards loses the basketball over to Powers. Powers with the steal, and the Greyhounds get the first bucket of the second quarter. Rockets lead by 6. Ball inside the Gates. Gates up and in. Nice pass, nice entry pass, that time by Corkland. Nice move by Tyler Gates. Wilmington calls out double. Over to DeMetal. Screen down for Varelli. Varelli over to Harvey. Nice double screen, that time for Powers. Powers off the iron and then off the restraining strap at the top of the backboard, and it'll be Rockets basketball. Ciccarelli will bring the ball down the floor. Token pressure this time by the Greyhounds. Drop back into half court. Ciccarelli over to Skinner. Skinner with the drive. All the way in, and it's good. Rockets are looking wonderful on offense tonight. They're doing a great job running their offense, penetrating through the lane, and getting the ball into Tyler Gates to open things up. DeMetal with the three-pointer. No good. Skinner with the rebound. Throws a nice bounce pass to Corkland. Corkland blocked, and Gates hustles down the rebound. That's the way you love to see your big man get down the floor. Tyler, I know, has not been feeling well, suffering from a little case of food poisoning recently, but way to hustle down the floor by Tyler Gates to get that rebound and put it in. Timeout, Wilmington. And they've taken a full timeout.
Well, we'll keep it right here for a second. Rockets doing a good job. I think the concern at first was Wilmington's a fast team. Not that Titusville isn't. Titusville likes to get up and down the floor quickly. But Wilmington known for their speed, but Titusville's playing right along and doing extremely well.
Well, I know that Coach Craig Mellenbacher likes the Rockets to get up and down the floor also. It's just a matter of, can you do the right things as far as shot selection, as far as playing defense when you get down. I know we've done a little bit better job on DeMetal. It looks to me as if we backed off him defensively a little bit and given him more of the outside shot and try to take away the penetration into the lane. So let's see if we can continue doing it. A nice 12-point lead for the Rockets right now as we get to the end of this timeout. It'll be Wilmington basketball. They'll have to go the full length of the floor. And pardon me while I pause for a drink of water because, wow, this is a fast-paced game. I looked over at L.J. Fresina, the official, and he just said, wow, at the end of the first quarter. All right, DeMetal with the basketball to Harvey, over to Varelli. Varelli looks inside, a nice double screen for Powers. Rockets do a good job defending that one. Richards guarding Harvey. Ciccarelli to Powers. Powers kicks it back to DeMetal, and he throws it out of bounds off of Harvey.
Well, we watched the Rockets play really good defense the other night, and they're just continuing that streak tonight.
Doing a really, really nice job defensively tonight. Ciccarelli with the basketball. Nice entry pass into Gates. Gates triple teamed. He hits the bottom of the iron and rebound to Wilmington. Powers pushes it up the floor, takes a jumper, and a nice rebound. We didn't block out that time. DeMetal came from the top of the key to get that rebound and puts it in. Corkland with the baseline jumper. Gates over the top of everybody, out to Skinner for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Harvey. Harvey to Powers. Powers pushes it up the floor, 1-on-5. Finally, the rest of the group catches up to him. DeMetal guarded by Richards. I'm not sure about this matchup here. Richards helps with height, but I don't know if his foot speed can keep up with DeMetal. Powers with a long three-pointer off the front of the iron. Gates with a strong rebound over to Skinner. Skinner slows it down. It's nice to have more than one ball handler so we don't have to rely on Ciccarelli bringing it up all the time. Gates at the top of the key, reverses the ball over to Corkland. Corkland with a nice behind-the-back pass over to Skinner. Skinner drives it in, and good. Rockets are doing an excellent job of penetrating into the lane and getting those layups. DeMetal with the ball for Wilmington. To Varelli. Back to DeMetal. DeMetal dribbling against Corkland. He takes it inside against Gates, and a nice layup there by DeMetal. Ciccarelli with the ball to Richards. Richards penetration. Off to Skinner. Skinner drives baseline, short. Rebound back to Skinner. Skinner, a nice pass, bounce pass into Ciccarelli, off the back of the iron. That was a nice play by the Rockets. Good cut that time by Ciccarelli. Excellent pass by Skinner. DeMeadow, and now Wilmington in a four corners offense. They're trying to get DeMeadow to take Skinner one-on-one, but Gates is right there in the lane. Varelli with the jumper, and I think that's what the Rockets want Wilmington to have to do, is to have somebody shoot the ball other than DeMeadow and other than Powers. Richards all the way down. Nice little dump off to Gates. Gates misses the first one, and the second one up and in. Rockets with a 12-point lead, 3:25 remaining in the half. Wilmington, another set play. Over to Harvey. Harvey reverses it to Varelli. Varelli into Harvey. Harvey double teamed. Nothing there. He's got the giant Gates in there. The human eraser is just waiting to swat that shot back out there. DeMeadow with a nice jumper. He's a great player. I really like what I've seen out of DeMeadow so far. Corcoran with the basketball. Corcoran down to the baseline to Richards. Richards looks inside, nothing there. Corcoran fakes the jumper, drives baseline. Ooh, looked like a double dribble. We got away with on there. Richards takes it all the way around. Fall away jumper by Zach Richards. .230 remaining in the half. Rockets maintain a 12-point lead. Powers, ball reversal over to Varelli. Varelli drives baseline on Corcoran. Oh, block. Harvey with the shot. It was erased by Gates. We've got a little scuffle underneath. It'll be a jump ball. The arrow pointing in the direction of Wilmington. It'll be Wilmington basketball. And we've got a media timeout with 2:13 remaining in the half.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
I've bought several trucks off of Joe here. Always got a good deal. He's very honest.
Joe's a nice guy. He's personable, but 8 cars off him.
Joe's a great guy. His service department, they're fantastic. Sales department, they'll make sure it happens for you.
Joe Taylor Ford didn't disappoint me, that's for sure.
Come on out and get a good deal.
People here are totally amazing, and I got my new car.
We're 257
in Seneca.
Back at the Launchpad, wholesale substitutions for Wilmington. Powers and DeMeadow, the only 2 starters left in the game. Nice little inbounds pass to DeMeadow. Cade Skinner with the rebound for the Rockets. He hustles it down the floor for Titusville. And Ciccarelli will take the ball and set the offense. He's called for a screen from Gates. Ciccarelli still with the basketball. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Reese Bender. Merritt with the basketball to Powers. Powers is trying to take Ciccarelli. One-on-one, Ciccarelli leaves him, and that was a mistake there. Just a little miscommunication on the part of the Rockets. 2-pointer for Powers. 1:30 remaining in the half. Skinner with a pull-up jumper, yes. Skinner's giving Wilmington all they can handle tonight. Long jumper by number 21, Reese Bender off the bench. That's a 3-pointer for Wilmington to cut the lead to 9. Schneider to Cade Skinner, back to Schneider. And Ciccarelli will reset the Rocket offense. Skinner takes it all the way in. He's fouled on the drive, I believe, by number 11, Cameron Merritt. That'll be the 5th team foul, first on Cameron Merritt. And Harvey back in the ball game. Harvey in for Colton Merritt.
Well, this first half's going to be fun to break down in the locker room.
Yeah, just hustle back on defense. Skinner with the jumper from the baseline. Gates with the rebound. Nothing there for Gates. Cade Skinner with the foul. It'll be his first, Rockets' second team foul. 55 seconds remaining in the half. 9-point lead for the Rockets. Need to play a bit of defense, and let's take care of the basketball. Although the way things are going, I can't imagine anybody waiting for the last shot. Blocked that time by Cade Skinner. Nice block. It'll be Rocket basketball. Let's see if the Rockets go for the last shot. 40 seconds remaining.
Well, and Wilmington knows all too well what can happen in that last second.
I would be shocked if the Rockets went for the last shot. I'd just be shocked. Skinner takes it in, gets behind the backboard, and it's blocked. It'll be a jump ball with the possession arrow in favor of the Rockets. 30 seconds remaining in the half. 9-point lead for Titusville. Ciccarelli inbounds the ball. Rockets run a little screen across action. Cade Skinner. Ill-advised pass. Nice hustle that time by Powers. It'll still be Rockets basketball. 21 seconds remain. Substitution, Colton Merritt in for DeMetal. So DeMetal played everything but 21 seconds in this half. Schneider, and a bad pass by Schneider. Gives the ball back to Wilmington, and DeMetal right back in, along with number 14, Matt Zimmer. 18.9 seconds remaining in the half. Wilmington basketball. Rockets in their half court, man-to-man. We're going to run a high screen for DeMetal. Rockets switch that one. Another switch for the Rockets. DeMetal drives baseline, push off. Oh, and they call a block. Block on Brady Corkland. Looked to me like DeMetal pushed off with that left hand. One-four set for Wilmington on the baseline. They throw it over the top to DeMetal. DeMetal guarded by Skinner. Nice pass by DeMetal. Up and in, right at the buzzer. And it's a nice finish for Wilmington to cut the lead to 7, 39-32 at the end of the first half. Titusville with the lead.
It's February, Groundhog's Day, Valentine's Day, and President's Day. To celebrate, we have the Great President's Day Sale.
On this Bighorn truck, stock number RO39, take $10,000 off the sticker.
Take this Chrysler Town & Country and get up to $4,500 in rebates.
I am here today to accept the nomination of my party, not the donkeys or the elephants, but of the Ram Party for President of these United States. We will have Ronnie Care. Call me the Ronald.
Since Congress chartered the American Legion in 1919, the Cleo J. Ross Post 368 has been a major part of the Titusville community. The Legion promotes patriotism, honor, and committed devotion to our fellow service members and veterans. We also sponsor various programs such as youth wrestling. We offer scholarship awards and benefit dinners to aid our local community. The American Legion Cleo J. Ross Post 368 is here to make a difference at 113 East Central Avenue, Titusville. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified, licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With our new location in Titusville at 202 Union Street and our new offices at 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson makes it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. Now in 7 locations and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
February is known for Valentine's Day, but did you know it's Chevrolet Truck Month? Guys and gals, when you're out shopping for a ring for that special someone, make it a key ring. Yes, a key ring. A key ring for that new Chevrolet Silverado made of high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Community Chevrolet's lineup of trucks loaded with bedfuls of incentives is at an all-time high. Stop in for details and check out the selection. Find new roads at Community Chevrolet on the Carney Lake Road in Meadville, just west of I-79.
Bayless Fuel sells only ultra-low sulfur home heating oil. No matter what energy you use to heat your home, heating oil offers some distinct advantages. It is environmentally sound, biodegradable, non-toxic, and non-carcinogenic. We also offer bioheat to be even more environmentally conscious. With dependable delivery from Bayless Fuel, you will have the fuel you need to stay warm and comfortable when winter rears its ugly head. Bayless Fuel is proud to carry products that deliver the quality and performance you expect. Call 827-3336 or visit us at 202 South Brown Street in Titusville.
Big G Tire and Auto on the Hightown Road in Titusville is your home to the largest selection of tires for small compact cars to large semis. Need an oil change, inspection, or repair? Big G can service your vehicle while it's in the shop. Protect your vehicle with our fluid film undercoating to keep the rust at bay. Big G will keep you on the road.
Tires for any size vehicle and auto repair. Come see us at Big G Tire and Auto on Hightown Road in Titusville.
And welcome back. Second half action just moments
District
away.
10 playoff basketball.
Our coverage of Titusville Rocket basketball tonight and all season made possible by these great sponsors. Bayless Fuel Service, by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Big G Tire and Auto, by the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Armstrong, by the American Legion, by Community Chevrolet, by Warm Home and Hearth, and by Titusville Area Hospital. Again, a good first half for the Rockets as we take a look at that scoring, 39-32. Coach, let's get your thoughts on the first half.
Well, true to form, Wilmington's dynamic duo of DeMetal and Powers led the way. 15 points for Spencer DeMetal, the junior, and senior Jimmy Powers with 12. So there's 27 of the 32 points. So it's kind of for Coach Craig Mellenbacher, it's kind of a pick your poison. Do you want to go ahead and let those two guys score and then shut down the rest of the guys? Or are you going to try to put a little defense on them and leave the other guys open and see if they can do anything? So the Rockets are going to have to pick their poison there. As far as Titusville is concerned, Kai Skinner, a great half offensively, 17 points. Tyler Gates with 8 points and numerous rebounds for Tyler Gates. But I can see what's going to have to happen here is the pace is probably going to continue. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. And it's all going to come down to who can defend who. Can Titusville defend the dynamic duo of Powers and DeMetal? And can Wilmington shut down Skinner and keep Gates off the boards? It looks like that's going to be the answers for tonight, or the questions with the answers.
And we will find out in just a moment as the second half gets underway here shortly from the Launchpad. Quick timeout, and we'll be back with second half action. This is Titusville Rocket basketball on Stream Television.
It takes a lot for a community to be successful. Hard work, sacrifice, and the ability to take risks and go beyond your reach. This is nothing new for the residents here in small town USA, and it's certainly not new to the hundreds of student athletes who give their all on every level of play. From beginners to varsity to college and beyond, know that the Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville is right behind you, supporting you all the way. Best of luck on the field and in life. The Colonial Machine Company. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are now one, providing healthcare focused on you. High quality, close to home, affordable care, and compassion for our patients. Surgical excellence and innovative procedures. Your health, your community, care you trust. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital.
District 10 playoff basketball on Stream Television is brought to you by Cochran Real Estate, Larry's Auto Service, Missy's Arcade Restaurant, Barker's Polyfab, Ed Burns Tire Service, and Thermofab.
And here we go, second half action at the Launchpad.
All right, it'll be Wilmington basketball. This game kind of reminds me of the game that we had against Northwestern at home. We had a little lull right at the end of the first half, and then Northwestern came out, ball of fire in the third quarter and put it to us. And Wilmington scored the last 5 points to cut the lead to 7, and right away they get a layup by Harvey to cut the lead to 5 points as we start the third quarter. Ciccarelli with the basketball to Skinner. Skinner chooses not to use the screen set by Gates and then throws it away, picked up by Varelli. Varelli to Harvey. Back out front to Powers. Here comes a screen on both sides of the elbow for Powers. He kicks it back out to Berlin. Berlin to DeMetal. Over to Varelli. Varelli has a screen from Harvey. Looks inside, nothing there. Takes it back out to DeMetal. Powers off a DeMetal screen. Kicks it back to DeMetal. He drives the lane, nothing there. Back out to Powers.
This may be the longest offensive play of the game.
Yeah, what's up with this? And the banks are open tonight. 3-point lead for the Rockets. That's 9 straight points for Wilmington. Skinner with the drive, blocked by Wilmington. It'll be Rockets basketball. Ciccarelli will inbounds the ball. Rockets in a 1-4 set spread across the free throw line. They'll run Skinner off a double screen. He pulls up for the jumper, gets his own rebound, and is fouled by DeMetal. And we needed that right now, get a couple free throws to stem the tide a little bit. That's 2 on DeMetal, his second, team first to start the third quarter. Skinner, nothing but nylon on the free throw. One young man whose name I didn't call too much in the first half, but I thought playing outstanding was Brady Corkland. He did a great job defensively and really was strong taking the ball to the hoop, especially early in that first quarter. 5-point lead for the Rockets, 6:15 left in the third quarter. Powers with a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Berlin, blocked by Gates. It'll be Wilmington basketball. Powers will inbounds the ball underneath. Looking to DeMetal. DeMetal takes Skinner all the way in, and that's going to be a foul on Skinner. So this is going to be an old-fashioned try at a three-point play. Skinner, that's his first. Rockets team first. DeMetal to try to complete the three-point play. No good. Rebound to Richards. Skinner with the ball. Corkland on the baseline. Again on the baseline. Out to Richards, quick to Ciccarelli. Nice ball reversal by the Rockets. Skinner in and out. Rebound to Harvey. Wilmington pushes down the floor. Powers with the ball. Varelli. Varelli tries to take Corkland one-on-one. No dice there. Corkland shuts him down. Baseline to Varelli. Back out to Powers. He keeps his dribble alive to Varelli. Varelli with a jumper. We want him shooting it. Ciccarelli comes up with the ball. Ciccarelli pushes it down the lane all the way. Kicks it over to Skinner. Skinner with a two-pointer. Just inside the three-point line. DeMetal with the ball. Fumbles a little bit. Gets it back out to Harvey. Harvey with the jumper. Yes. So we've had a little secondary scoring this quarter from Wilmington with both Harvey and Berlin both showing that they can score also. Richards from the top of the key. No good. Corkland comes flying in with the rebound, but then throws it away as he sees Skinner cut into the bucket, but just No connection on the pass. Number 14, Matt Zimmer in the game for Varelli. Powers with the ball. Ciccarelli trying to force him to the right side of the floor. Switch that time. Skinner knocks the ball out as they try to gain entry into DeMetal. Zimmer will inbounds the ball. Zimmer out to Powers. Powers to DeMetal. Rocket cheering section. Trying to plead for the Rockets to play a little bit of defense. No good on the shot. Nice rebound by DeMetal. Gates with a great rebound. Gates over to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli looks cross court, and there's that pass that I've talked about time and time again. This time Wilmington was prepared for it. Okay to throw that one-hand pass for going straight up the sideline, but when we try to take it cross court, it's difficult to complete. Ciccarelli up to Skinner. Skinner drives into the lane. Over to Richards. Richards penetrates. Over to Corcoran. Corcoran with a three-pointer. No good, long. Rebound to Harvey. Powers brings the ball up. Powers off the screen by Harvey. Berlin over to DeMetal. DeMetal drives it all the way in. Gates meets him there with the block. DeMetal with the rebound, puts it in, and we're going for another three-point play. That foul is on Zach Richards, his first. And we've got a media timeout, 43-42 Rockets.
Right now, this moment, the way you watch TV can change. And not in the I liked it more before kind of way, but in the how did I ever live without this kind of way. EXP blends Armstrong services, creating a new experience, recording 6 shows at once, stream programs to watch anywhere. Search to find your favorite actor, show, or movie, record shows from anywhere, and it can start today. This is EXP, and this changes everything.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
And for this playoff game, we would like to thank our additional sponsors tonight: Cochran Real Estate, Missy's Arcade, Barker's Polyfab, Larry's Auto Service, Edburn's Tire Service, and Thermofab.
Well, Luke, we had a special moment with that last basket by junior Spencer DeMetal. That was his 1,000th point of his career.
Oh, wow.
So we've seen a couple 1,000-point scorers happen in this gym recently. And a little tickle on the iron, front and back, and now we got full court pressure, and we have a new ball game with 3:20 remaining in the third quarter, 43-43. Skinner takes it all the way in against 2 defenders, no good. We seem to be forcing a lot more this half, and it looks like Wilmington's playing a little bit better defense. They want to try to shut Kai Skinner down. Zimmer with the ball. Powers thinks about the three-pointer, thinks better. And we got a timeout, Wilmington. Real short, real chance of a 5-second call there. So Wilmington coach real quick calls a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
I bought several trucks off of Joe here. Always got a good deal. He's very honest.
Joe's a nice guy. He's personable, but 8 cars off him.
Joe's a great guy. The service department, they're fantastic. Sales department, they'll make sure it happens for you.
Joe Taylor Ford didn't disappoint me, that's for sure.
Come on out and get a good deal.
People here are totally amazing, and I got my new car.
We're 257
in Seneca.
Back at the Launchpad, it'll be Wilmington basketball. The score all knotted up at 43. Powers with the ball. Rockets remain in their half-court man-to-man. Runs Zimmer off of a high post screen. Powers with the ball. Powers looks into DeMetal. DeMetal being guarded by Skinner. He takes it into the lane, kicks it over to Harvey. Harvey all the way over the top of the rim. Zimmer off the bench to give Wilmington their first lead since early in the first quarter. Let's see how the Rockets respond to this. We have yet to get the ball inside to Tyler Gates this entire quarter. We are down to the 2:10 mark. That's nearly 6 minutes with Tyler Gates hardly touching the ball unless he got it from a rebound. So the Rockets have got to get things back in order offensively, and let's get that ball inside. Let's take advantage of that size that Tyler has against the Wilmington defense. That foul was on number 14, Zimmer. That's his first, team's second. There'll be Rocket basketball underneath. Out to Corcoran. Corcoran, nice head and shoulder fake. Up to Schneider. Schneider to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli double team briefly there. We get it into Gates. And Gates has his feet cut out from underneath him. And that sure looked like a foul to me. We had nothing called. Hopefully Tyler's already banged his elbow on the floor. The Rocket faithful are certainly not happy about that call. Inbounds to the Rockets. Skinner drives it all the way in. Kicks it out to Schneider. Schneider. Double dribble was being called by the Wilmington bench. Skinner turns it over for the third consecutive time. DeMetal looks for the shot. Three-pointer by DeMetal. It's good. And the Wilmington bench erupts, and the Wilmington faithful are up on the visitors section. We got a timeout for Coach Craig Mellenbacher. He's in the face of referee L.J. Fresina. He wants a call from that play that Tyler Gates was knocked to the floor. We've got a timeout, Rockets, with 1:32 to play.
It's February, Groundhog's Day, Valentine's Day, and President's Day. To celebrate, we have the Great President's Day Sale.
On this Bighorn truck, stock number RO39, take $10,000 off the sticker.
Take this Chrysler Town & Country and get up to $4,500 in rebates.
I am here today to accept the nomination of my party, not the donkeys or the elephants, but of the Ram Party for President of these United States. We will have Ronnie Care. Call me the Ronald.
Since Congress chartered the American Legion in 1919, the Cleo J. Ross Post 368 has been a major part of the Titusville community. The Legion promotes patriotism, honor, and committed devotion to our fellow service members and veterans. We also sponsor various programs such as youth wrestling. We offer scholarship awards and benefit dinners to aid our local community. The American Legion Cleo J. Ross Post 368 is here to make a difference at 113 East Central Avenue, Titusville.
All right, back to action. Rocket basketball. I stated earlier that this game kind of reminded me of the Northwestern game, and it is playing out exactly like the Northwestern game did here at home. DeMetal with another three-pointer. And Wilmington is on fire here in the third quarter. They've opened up an 8-point lead over our Titusville Rockets. Cade Skinner with the ball. Good defense that time by Wilmington. Substitution for Wilmington. Number 4, Colton Merritt in for DeMetal. 1:02 remaining in the third quarter. Skinner on the inbounds play. Skinner penetrates, nothing there. And we got a foul on Harvey this time. They're keeping an eye, a little closer eye on the play inside. That's the second on Harvey, team third. Substitution, Berlin. Berlin in for Harvey. Gates will inbounds the ball. Gates out to Ciccarelli. Long three-pointer, no good. Gates with the rebound. Nice little jump hook First basket for Tyler Gates this third quarter. Powers with the ball on the baseline. Kicks it out to Berlin. Berlin over to Bender. Cade Skinner. Cade Skinner with great hustle. Tips the ball out, grabs it, and throws it off of Powers. It'll be Rockets basketball in front of the parent section. Number 11, Cameron Merritt in for Zimmer. Ciccarelli will inbounds the ball. 6-point lead for Wilmington. Skinner with the ball. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. He fumbles the ball a little bit. Ciccarelli with the ball. Ciccarelli penetrates down the lane. A wild flip shot by Ciccarelli off of Berlin. It'll be Rocket basketball with 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Kai Skinner to inbounds the ball. Over to Corcoran. Corcoran penetrates the lane. Nothing there. Shut down by Bender. Rockets are going to go for the last shot. 8 seconds remaining. Corcoran with the ball over to Cade Skinner. Cade Skinner, that's a long three-pointer, no good. And that will end the quarter. A great quarter for Wilmington that time. 51-45, the Greyhounds in the lead.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified, licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With our new location in Titusville at 202 Union Street and our new offices at 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson makes it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. Now in 7 locations and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
February is known for Valentine's Day, but did you know it's Chevrolet Truck Month? Guys and gals, when you're out shopping for a ring for that special someone, make it a key ring. Yes, a key ring. A key ring for that new Chevrolet Silverado made of high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Community Chevrolet's lineup of trucks loaded with bedfuls of incentives is at an all-time high. Stop in for details and check out the selection. Find new roads to Community Chevrolet on the Carney Lake Road in Meadville, just west of I-79.
Back to the action here at the Launchpad. Really great quarter for Wilmington that time. The Rockets, numerous turnovers, many ill-advised shots, and a complete neglect of Tyler Gates inside. We have yet to give him the basketball in this second half. I think maybe the only time he's touched the ball is on a rebound. Zimmer with the shot, no good. Great rebound by Gates. Gates to Corcoran, almost throws it away. Corcoran gets it back over to Schneider. Schneider kicks it out to Ciccarelli, wide open, no good. Rebound to Wilmington. DeMetal with the basketball. A 1-4 set for Wilmington. DeMetal over to Berlin. Berlin to DeMetal. He drives it right down the lane. Nobody there for the Rockets, and another layup for DeMetal. Ciccarelli, long pass to Cade Skinner. I thought he walked. Nothing there. Oh, off the iron. Gates with the rebound. Yes! Nice rebound by Tyler Gates. We're going for the old-fashioned three-point play. The foul is on number 30, Jared Berlin. Bender into the game. Bender in for Berlin. That's Berlin's first foul, team fourth. Gates at the line. 6-point lead for Wilmington. 6:51 remaining in the game. Yes. 53-48. Wilmington with the ball. DeMetal kicks it over to Zimmer. Almost the backcourt violation. Powers with the ball. Powers all the way across court to DeMetal. His three-pointer, no good off the back of the iron, and it goes out of bounds off of Wilmington. It'll be Rockets basketball. Harvey into the game for Wilmington. Kai Skinner will bring the ball down the floor. The Rockets are walking the ball down the floor. Change of pace here. Of course, on an out-of-bounds play, when they're already set up, you're bound to see something like that. Cross-court pass to Corcoran. Corcoran takes it all the way in. No good. Wild shot. Corcoran tried to shoot that over the top of two Wilmington defenders. I like the drive by Corcoran, but sometimes you have to pull up and kick it back out to someone when you're defended like that. Merritt with the ball. Merritt penetrates. Nothing there. Out to DeMetal. DeMetal looking for a screen from Bender. DeMetal back out to Merritt. Wilmington taking a little time off the clock. Merritt being guarded by Ciccarelli. A switch that time. Ciccarelli on Powers. Powers with the ball. Powers all the way down the lane. And good. Skinner. Cross court to Cade Skinner. Cade Skinner to Brady Corcoran, a long three-pointer. Yes! That might be just what the Rockets needed. A nice three-pointer by Corcoran. 4-point lead for Wilmington. Just over 5 minutes to play. We've got a hand check on Cade Skinner. That's the Rockets' third team foul, second on Cade Skinner. Out of bounds underneath for Wilmington. They run a box set into Harvey. Harvey to Merritt. Merritt back to Powers. Powers takes Cade Skinner right over the top of him. No good. Off of Wilmington. That went off of DeMetal. Rockets ball. Ciccarelli. Set play for the Rockets. Over to Kai Skinner. That time he was wide open and chose not to shoot it. Ciccarelli with the ball. Gets a screen from Gates. Ciccarelli takes it all the way to the hoop. Misses the shot, but he's going to go to the line for two. The foul is on number 21, Reese Bender for Wilmington. Ciccarelli at the line for two. Nate's one of our better free throw shooters. Let's see if he can come through. Nothing but net. Ciccarelli with the second. 4.5 left to play. Up and good. 2-point Wilmington lead. And I keep saying this, Luke, but this is so reminiscent of the Northwestern game. It's just unbelievable. DeMetal with Gates guarding him. Nothing there. Powers with the long three-pointer. No good. Gates with a strong rebound. Over to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli takes it all the way up. Over to Gates, and we got a walk there. I think he kind of surprised Tyler Gates. No offense to Nate, but it's been so long since we passed the ball to Tyler. Tyler probably wasn't expecting it. No offense to Nate there. Substitutions in for Wilmington. So we've got DeMetal and Powers, of course. We've got Harvey in there. And then we've got Bender and Colton Merritt. Harvey at the high post. Harvey looks for DeMetal cutting down the lane. Nothing there. Powers being guarded by Cade Skinner. He takes him all the way into the hoop. Good defense by Cade Skinner. Rebound to Gates. Cade up to his brother Kai. Kai kicks it out to Corcoran. Corcoran for the long three-pointer. No good. And it'll be Rocket basketball underneath. 3.5 left to play. 3:32 to be exact. Into the game for Wilmington comes Varelli, and we have a media timeout.
Bayless Fuel sells only ultra-low sulfur home heating oil. No matter what energy you use to heat your home, heating oil offers some distinct advantages. It is environmentally sound, biodegradable, non-toxic, and non-carcinogenic. We also offer bioheat to be even more environmentally conscious. With dependable delivery from Bayless Fuel, you will have the fuel you need to stay warm and comfortable when winter rears its ugly head. Bayless Fuel is proud to carry products that deliver the quality and performance you expect. Call 827-3336 or visit us at 202 South Brown Street in Titusville.
Big G Tire and Auto on the Hightown Road in Titusville is your home to the largest selection of tires for small compact cars to large semis. Need an oil change, inspection, or repair? Big G can service your vehicle while it's in the shop. Protect your vehicle with our fluid film undercoating that keep the rust at bay. Big G will keep you on the road.
Tires for any size vehicle and auto repair. Come see us at Big G Tire and Auto on Hightown Road in Titusville.
District 10 Playoff Basketball on Stream Television is brought to you by Cochran Real Estate, Larry's Auto Service, Missy's Arcade Restaurant, Barker's Polyfab, Ed Burns Tire Service, and Thermofab.
Well, Luke, while we were paying our sponsors, we had a nice left-handed baby hook shot by Tyler Gates, and we have a new ball game with 3:15 left to play, 55-55. Powers with the ball for Wilmington. Into the middle, he's guarded by Kai Skinner. In and out, rebound back to the middle. He chooses not to take that jumper from the elbow, and it'll be Rockets ball. Now we're going to have a conversation with the officials. Let's see what we got here. And we're going to go with the original call. It'll be Rockets ball. Referee Keith Pemrick saw it one way. Referee Jason France saw it another way, and it ended up in the hands of the Rockets. 2:48 to play. Kai Skinner with the ball. Takes it all the way inside, and it's good off the glass. Rockets back in the lead. 2:33 remaining in the game. DeMeadow with the ball, being guarded by Skinner. Powers guarded by Cade Skinner, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is on number 4, Nate Ciccarelli. That's his first, and they're going to give Powers 2 shots. Powers at the line for 2. First one is nothing but the bottom of the net. Substitutions. Bender back in and Zimmer back in for Wilmington. So Bender, Zimmer, Powers, DeMeadow, and Harvey in for Wilmington. Ciccarelli brings the ball up the floor to Skinner. Fakes the long three-pointer, guarded very closely by Powers. Ciccarelli all the way over to Cade Skinner. He's wide open. No good. Rebound to DeMeadow. DeMeadow's taking it himself. 1-on-3. And he somehow it gets it to Powers. Powers no good. But we didn't block out over there against Powers, and the ball goes right back to Wilmington. That was a crucial mistake that time by Kai Skinner as he watched the basketball, and instead of boxing out, and you have to box out even when you're all the way over to the sideline. You can't just be some of the boxes out underneath. 1:39 remaining in the game. Wilmington taking a little air out of the ball. Zimmer down the lane, blocked, and it still goes in. I thought that was blocked by Cade Skinner. It still goes in. Wilmington with a 2-point lead. Kai Skinner all the way on the baseline. No good. Strong rebound to Brady Corkland. Over to Cade Skinner. Cade Skinner no good. Rebound to DeMeadow. DeMeadow is fouled. Fouled on Ciccarelli. Well, we had a couple of open shots that time, and nothing against Cade Skinner, but I'm not sure he's someone that we want shooting the ball at that particular time. You want to get it to your big guns. We've got Powers with the ball. 1:09 remaining in the game. Wilmington with a 2-point lead. Powers. And we've got a timeout, 30-second timeout. Wilmington with 1:01 remaining in the game. Wilmington with a 2-point lead.
February has arrived at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group in Titusville. That groundhog made us all happy and said winter will be ending early. So now is your time to come out and save early and beat the spring rush. This month is also Truck Month at Donovan and Bauer, and we are the only dealership in Crawford and Venango counties where you can buy a Chevy Silverado or a GMC Sierra in the same dealership, saving you time so you can compare here and not have to go to 2 dealerships. When you have the time, we invite you to find new roads and visit us on Route 8 North in Titusville or at donovanandbauer.com.
And welcome back. What a game, 59-57. Both teams making their way back out on the floor.
It's been one heck of a ball game, Luke. The people in the crowd really got their money's worth tonight. Wilmington has given the Rockets everything and more that they had hoped for. Ooh, we almost had a backcourt violation there. Powers with the ball, under a minute to play. Wilmington up 2. Powers being guarded by Cade Skinner. Over to Bender. Bender with the dribble, being guarded by Corkland. DeMetal fouled by Skinner. That'll be the 16th foul. The Rockets are still under the limit. One more to go. I'd like to see the Rockets, if they're going to foul, let's foul Bender. Let's foul Bender. Let's foul, who else do we have in the game here? Let's foul Zimmer. Zimmer looks like he can shoot free throws to me, what I've seen. And number 15, Pontius. Maybe Pontius. Let Pontius get the ball. There's Powers with the ball. And he's fouled by Cade Skinner. Time's running out. You might not have much choice on who you foul at this stage of the game. Powers is going to the line. He'll be shooting the 1-and-1. Harvey back in the game for Pontius. Colton Merritt in for Bender. Powers will be at the line for the 1-on-1. Most important here that the Rockets block out. First one is, hits the back of the rim and just dives there and then falls through the hoop. Good touch on that one by Powers. You've got to give him credit. Powers with the second. It's good. Now the Rockets are going to have to get down the floor and score quickly with 4-point lead. 61-57 with 34 seconds remaining. Timeout, Titusville Rockets.
And we'll keep it right here. Coach, still time on the clock. Still have some things you can do.
Plenty of time on the clock. Plenty of time on the clock. What we need to do is it doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3-pointer right now. I'd like to see us just take the ball right to the hoop. See if we can get a 2-pointer, real quick 2-pointer. I know that Wilmington's done an excellent job this half of shutting down the lane. We drove the lane quite often in the first half, but every time we've tried to in the second half, it's just been no-go for us. But go ahead, Luke.
I was going to say, Coach, you get to watch your son play with some of these guys. What do you see now that it's, a year or two ahead of from when your son played?
Well, I see the experience here, but you're going to find out right now whether or not nerves have come into play. Are they going to run what Coach Mellenbacher wants them to run, or are we going to do what happened against Northwestern, where we shot it very quickly with an ill-advised 3-point shot, and then we threw the ball away on an inbounds pass? So first things first, let's get the ball inbounds, and that should be no problem. Wilmington is back. Well, now they're moving up to put some token pressure. Looks like 3/4 court pressure. Looks like they're going to let us get it inbounds, and then we'll go from there. So Kai Skinner will bring it up. Skinner takes it all the way on the baseline, and a nice bank shot by Skinner, and the Rockets call timeout with 27.7 seconds remaining. Wilmington now with their offensive-defensive substitution pattern. They bring in some ball handlers and take their defensive players out. Great drive that time by Skinner, and that was outstanding. Instead of going down the lane, he drove the baseline. Not much help was being able to be given that time by Wilmington, and he just laid it in off the glass. A nice little two-pointer. Brings the Rockets within 27 seconds to play. Getting a little dry out here, Luke. I have to call for some water.
Well, I'll just say this. It's been an exciting season watching these guys. And one thing that I've noticed is they play well together. They know each other, which means they spend time together. Okay, we've got full court pressure by the Rockets. The one problem with this setup is that Wilmington could take it long if they want to. Inbounds to DeMetal. We fouled DeMetal. Foul on Cade Skinner with 25 seconds remaining, so only 2 seconds off the clock. Wilmington getting set to bring in their defensive substitutions. DeMetal will be on the line. He's missed a couple tonight. Maybe we can get him to clank another one for us. What a good player he is, though. DeMetal and Powers both. I've been very, very impressed with them. First one is good. Still plenty of time for the Rockets. There's no need for a three-point shot yet. If you can get that quick two-pointer, then let's take that. And second one's good, and a quick timeout, and it'll be a full timeout for Wilmington with 25 seconds remaining.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
I bought several trucks off of Joe here. Always got a good deal. He's very honest.
Joe's a nice guy. He's personable, but 8 cars off him.
Joe's a great guy. The service department, they're fantastic. Sales department, they'll make sure it happens for you.
Joe Taylor Ford didn't disappoint me, that's for sure.
Come on out and get a good deal.
People here are totally amazing, and I got my new car.
We're $257
in Seneca.
Well, Coach, crazier things have happened.
Plenty of time left, Luke. Plenty of time. 25 seconds left. Wilmington again in their token three-quarter court pressure. Rockets should be able to inbound the ball very easily. Get it into Gates, right back to Ciccarelli. He kicks it ahead to Cade Skinner, and he throws a pass that was very wild. Wilmington is calling for it to be their ball, and the referees are saying it's Rockets basketball. It'll be Nate Ciccarelli inbounding the ball. 20 seconds remain. Out to Skinner. Skinner with a pull-up jumper. Off the iron, no good. And rebound to DeMetal. DeMetal has it. 13 seconds remain. And with these 2 free throws, he could salt the game away for Wilmington. Foul on Cade Skinner, and that will be his 5th. Danny Schneider will come into the game. 13.7 seconds left. Wilmington, the Greyhounds up 4, 63-59. DeMetal at the line for 1-on-1. No good. Rebound to Gates. Timeout. We've got a timeout. Titusville, and this will be a 30-second timeout. So, Luke, we've got a 4-point game, 12 seconds left. Take your pick, a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. What do you think?
Well, I guess it depends on how you draw it up.
Well, with this much time left, I don't think it really matters. We just have to score. The bottom line is we have to score, and then we're going to have to foul them again very quickly, unless we can somehow get a quick steal and get that one to go in for us. But 4-point game, that's a 2-possession game with 12 and a half seconds left. The odds are against the Rockets, but you never know. Smart play again by Wilmington. They are 3-quarter court pressure, but they're double teaming Kai Skinner, but we get it to Kai anyways. Kai takes it to the three-point line. No good. And the rebound is to DeMetal, and that's going to be the ball game. Wilmington, coming into this game with an 11-11 record, pulls off a huge upset of our Titusville Rockets, 63-59. And what a way to end the year, Luke. What a way to end the year. It's a tough loss for our Rockets as they go through the handshake line. Tough way to end the year for seniors. But unfortunately, that's basketball.
And we'll come back and recap this game and this season right after this. Final here from the Launchpad, 63-59.
Since the American Legion in 1919, the Cleo J. Ross Post 368 has been a major part of the Titusville community. The Legion promotes patriotism, honor, and committed devotion to our fellow service members and veterans. We also sponsor various programs such as youth wrestling. We offer scholarship awards and benefit dinners to aid our local community. The American Legion Cleo J. Ross Post 368 is here to make a difference at 113 East Central Avenue, Titusville. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified, licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With our new location in Titusville at 202 Union Street and our new offices at 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson makes it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. Now in 7 locations and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Right now, this moment, the way you watch TV can change. And not in the "I liked it more before" kind of way, but in the "how did I ever live without this" kind of way. EXP blends Armstrong services, creating a new experience, recording 6 shows at once. Stream programs to watch anywhere. Search to find your favorite actor, show, or movie. Record shows from anywhere. And it can start today. This is EXP, and this changes everything.
February has arrived at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group in Titusville. That groundhog made us all happy and said winter will be ending early. So now is your time to come out and save early and beat the spring rush. This month is also Truck Month at Donovan and Bauer, and we are the only dealership in Crawford and Venango counties where you can buy a Chevy Silverado or a GMC Sierra in the same dealership, saving you time so you can compare here and not have to go to 2 dealerships. When you have the time, we invite you to find new roads and visit us on Route 8 North in Titusville or at donovanandbauer.com.
It takes a lot for a community to be successful. Hard work, sacrifice, and the ability to take risks and go beyond your reach. This is nothing new for the residents here in small town USA, and it's certainly not new to the hundreds of student athletes who give their all on every level of play. From beginners to varsity to college and beyond, know that the Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville is right behind you, supporting you all the way. Best of luck on the field and in life. The Colonial Machine Company. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are now one, providing healthcare focused on you. High quality, close to home. Affordable care and compassion for our patients. Surgical excellence and innovative procedures. Your health, your community, care you trust. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital.
District 10 Playoff Basketball on Stream Television is brought to you by Cochran Real Estate, Larry's Auto Service, Missy's Arcade Restaurant, Barker's Polyfab, Ed Burns Tire Service, and Thermofab.
Well, the final here at the Launchpad, 63-59, as Chris is showing the district championship banner, and not to be this year.
No, not this year, Luke. It's been a long time since we've had a basketball banner district championship. I think it said 1947 to be exact. And,
so just a few years ago.
That qualifies for a long time, no doubt about that.
Well, Coach, I want to get your final thoughts on this game and then show your reflective side and just talk about the season as a whole.
Sure. We said coming into the game that Wilmington had a dynamic duo of Spencer DeMetal and Jimmy Powers, each of them averaging 17. Both of them got their average and some. Powers, 12 points in the first half, 8 points in the second half for a total of 20. But DeMetal was the workhorse tonight. Spencer DeMetal with 15 in the first half, 15 in the second half for a grand total of 30 whopping points.
Wow.
And that was a real killer. 50 of the 63 points for Wilmington scored by those two young men. For the Rockets, looking back tonight, Kai Skinner led the way with 25 points. But as I said earlier in the broadcast, I noticed this in the fourth quarter in particular. We went the entire third quarter, we went almost the entire fourth quarter, and we stopped getting the ball inside. And it wasn't that Wilmington was playing outstanding defense. It was the fact that we got caught up in the game and we forgot to give the ball to our big man. Wilmington didn't have anybody that could keep up with Tyler Gates inside, and yet we just forgot to do it. And I said this probably 3 times. It was so reminiscent of the Northwestern game. It was almost a carbon copy of what happened. We had a nice lead in the first half. We got a little lull right near the end of the second quarter. And then Wilmington came out in the third quarter on fire. Our defense just couldn't hold them. We brought it back and tied the game up, but we just couldn't stop Spencer DeMetal. And for a young man who went over 1,000 points tonight, you got to hand it to him. We were definitely the favorites coming into this game, but in District 10, there's no prohibitive favorites. You have to earn your way through, and it just wasn't meant to be for the Rockets tonight.
Well, and again, when you come in here, it doesn't matter what your record was. Everything's new in this situation, and we've seen a lot of teams this year where somebody said, "Oh, they're not as good," but they come in and they play hard and aggressive. Northeast was one of those teams that ended up being a very good game.
Well, in the case of Wilmington, they play in what us old-timers would call the old Mercer County League.
Mm-hmm.
And in that Mercer County League, very physical, and that showed here tonight. This was a very physical game. The referees let the kids play, and I have not one qualm, not one beef with the officiating tonight. I thought they did an outstanding job. Sure, they let a lot go, but this is the district playoffs, and that's what you expect when you get to this time of the season. But Wilmington is used to tough games. They've played some tough teams down there. They played real well against Greenville, and Greenville is one of the top 3 seeds. West Middlesex is one of the top 3 seeds. So they've had to face good competition throughout the year, and that type of competition, it gets you ready for these games. Now, that's not to say that the competition that Titusville faced wasn't good, because as you mentioned with Northeast, Northeast turned around after we beat them in overtime and beat Fairview by 20. And Fairview
Right.
gave us everything that we could handle. Both times we played them, we played them to a 2-point game here in Titusville, and then beat them on a buzzer beater by Nate Ciccarelli up there at Fairview. So we've had good competition throughout the year also.
Well, again, you hear it all the time. I hate to say it, but that's why you play the game. Is you come out here and you just, especially the high school level, and I think that's what makes it so much fun for us, is you never know what's going to happen out there. You don't know what these kids experience that day in school or in life, and every time they make their way out on the floor, it doesn't matter what somebody writes about them or what a previous game is. Every day, every time is different.
Well, it is different, and the Rockets have nothing to hang their head about tonight. They played hard. They played really hard. And, sure, I talked about the fact that we didn't throw the ball into Gates in the second half at all, and some ill-advised shots by whomever happened to take them. But the bottom line is these are high school kids, and they're going to give you your best effort. And they did tonight. They gave it a great effort. They worked really hard. They had the game within their grasp, but it just wasn't meant to be, as I said earlier. It was one of those things, and that's the way it works. So the Rockets have nothing to hold their head about. keep their heads down. It's just, let it sink in. What a great season it was. They'll always remember the fact that they lost this game. I mean, that never goes away. It just never goes away.
They will share that the region title. I don't know if they're going to get that every other weekend or.
They will share the region title, and the way District 10 does it is that both teams will get the region trophy.
Well, that'll be nice.
And so they'll have that to hang their hat on. And it's been a long time since we've won a league, the region being our league this year. It's been a long time since we've had a winning or a championship team as far as winning a league is concerned. So that'll be something that they can hang their hat on and to be proud of, and that they'll always remember.
Alrighty. Coach, thank you so much. We want to thank our camera operators tonight, Mark Heim, Carol Johnson, Chris Feely. For our play-by-play guy, Coach Tim McCord, it has been an absolute pleasure this season. We greatly appreciate your time and talents as always, and we've got to wait another year before basketball returns.
Well, Luke, I've had a great time calling these games. I hope that I did a decent job for you. And, I look forward if things should not work out with Jim next year, feel free to give me a call. I'll be glad to help out any way I can.
Now it's on record that you said that.
Yeah, but notice there was an if in there. There's an if because I know who the second stringer is, and that's me.
Well, Coach, thank you again so much. And for all of you for joining us all season long, thank you so much. And that completely wraps up our winter sports coverage. Hard to believe. Looking forward to spring sports just a few weeks away. And we'll be out for baseball, softball, and possibly some track. So thank you for joining us. For everybody at Stream Television, have an excellent night. Our coverage of Rocket basketball all season long made possible by Bayless Fuel Service, by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Donovan & Bauer Auto Group, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Big G Tire and Auto, by the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Armstrong, by the American Legion, by Community Chevrolet, by Warm Home and Hearth, and by Titusville Area Hospital. Our special sponsors for allowing us to bring you the playoff game tonight. We want to thank Cochran Real Estate, Missy's Arcade, Barker's Polyfab, Larry's Auto Service, Ed Burns Tire Service, and Thermofab.